Today I have our County Extension Agent, Raymond Joyce, with me. Welcome to the show, Raymond.
Well, it's good to be here, Carol. Thank you for having me.
Well, I tell you, the kudzu bug has really been in the news a lot lately, and we found out from Raymond that it is in Lawrence County, and it can be devastating to crops. Tell us all about it.
All right. The kudzu bug actually is an introduced species. It was actually in around 07, 08, somewhere in that time frame. It was found near Athens, and what we believe is that it came in on some shipping pallets. Pallets from China and that area, Asia. It came in, it was discovered there, and it's basically started from there and gradually has spread out over the state. It is a stink bug, and it does have that smell. You can even go into fields where they are on the soybean plants, and you kind of get an odor to it. It does not have as long a mouth part like our traditional stink bugs that we have, the green ones and the brown ones that we have. But what it has done is basically has migrated, and it's pretty much moved all over South Georgia and even into North Georgia, and pretty much probably by the end of the year of this season and this year it will be all over Georgia. It is one that is, we're still doing a lot of research at Griffin and Tifton and in Midville, at our Midville station up in Burke County, to find out what the effectiveness of the insecticides are for soybean growers. The kudzu bug is different. It likes legumes, meaning things like beans and peas and kudzu. It does feed on kudzu. It does not eat the plant. Basically, it pierces into the stem or the petiole of the leaf, and it basically sucks the juices out of the plant and causes the plant to be stressed. Whereas our other stink bug would actually damage the, they actually feed on the plant, but they mainly feed on the seeds, like on soybeans and people that have beans in their garden and all like that. We have not had a lot of calls from homeowners here in the county. Mainly what we battled this season has been our farmers. Our farmers have sprayed a couple of times. They're very prolific. They reproduce very quickly, and we can actually spray today, come back next week, and the field will already be back in there. The bugs will have moved back in. So it's going to be one of those things that we're learning. But what they do to the soybean, they don't feed on the plant. From what I've looked at, opening the bean pods, we haven't actually seen any actually feeding on it. The pods, but we do see the damage they cause on the stem. And so what we're doing now is we'll be having our grower meetings this winter, and we'll have one of our entomologists come and talk to our farmers about how they can, the new research and things, what they can do. Now in the metro counties, we actually got an email from our entomologist based at Griffin. They're having problems with them in the Atlanta area where they're going into people's houses. If you remember the lady beetles, the ladybugs that we would always get calls on, those are attracted to the houses because they like to overwinter in cracks and crevices. Particularly they're attracted to houses that have white siding or white paint, light colored paint, because that warms up quicker. And so what they'll do is go in there and hide, and what we're seeing in the metro counties, we're seeing them going into houses and being in there. Haven't had any report. Actually, I was coming out of a local restaurant last night, and a gentleman who's in the pest control business asked me if we'd had any calls from homeowners, and I said, no, we haven't had any yet.
Oh, he's probably a little excited about it.
He was. He had just got back from a training at Griffin through the extension and through the university, and he was wondering, had we seen them, because they were talking big about them up there. But I said, no, we mainly have seen them in the fields, that way.
Well, my house is white, and I have come into the front room before, and almost the entire corner of the inside of the house was covered in ladybugs.
Right. The ladybugs like to get in, and I always tell homeowners that if you do find bugs coming into your house like the lady beetles, you've got some cracks and crevices that need to be filled in, because with winter and also with cooling, but particularly in winter, that can give you an idea that they're either coming through the door jambs or coming through the window casings or something like that, and a little bit of caulking and material like that can do it.
Well, this is what I swept them together, because killing a ladybug, now killing a stink bug I could handle.
Right, you can handle that.
Right, thought of as nice, and there's supposedly good luck in China to have them in your house.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I swept them and put them outside, but then are they going to die because it's cold out there?
Well, they'll actually find a place to go because they'll hibernate much like a bear does or anything. They'll slow their body down, and then they'll go. But anytime like we have a warm winter day, you'll see them come out. The lady beetles will come out, and then they'll go back in. But no, and that's the best thing to do is sweep them up, throw them outside, do that. If you don't want to do that, vacuuming them up will do the same thing. If you try to squeeze them on the wall, they have a defense mechanism, the lady beetle does, that will squirt out a little bit of yellow, and it can stain your walls. So you have to
Okay,
be
well,
real
that's
careful.
good information.
Yeah, you have to be careful.
Now, tell us a little bit about the Farmer Appreciation Banquet that's coming up.
All right, we have our annual Farmer Appreciation Luncheon. It'll be at First Baptist Church. It'll be from beginning at 12 o'clock. And this is where we honor and recognize our farming community, both the farmers, the agribusiness individuals that are in there, our farm supply dealers. It's also, this is sponsored by the Dublin-Lawrence County Chamber of Commerce, and also the Development Authority, the Agribusiness Division, Georgia Farm Bureau, our local Farm Bureau office here, and then the Cooperative Extension office here. It's a team effort between us with the speakers, and this year's speaker will be Gary Black, who is the Commissioner of the Georgia Department of Agriculture. He was scheduled last year to come, but due to him getting elected and things going on at the department, he couldn't come. But he will be here to speak about Georgia agriculture and the Department of Agriculture as well for us. So it's a great time. We encourage our farmers to come out to that, our agribusiness community to come out and be a part of that. And it will be on that Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
Okay, and I always go and the food is delicious.
Food is delicious, and it's a great time to see what's going on. I kind of give an updated report on what the agriculture is in Lawrence County, and then Gary will be there to talk about the Georgia Department of Agriculture and what Farm Bureau does for agriculture, because Farm Bureau is the spokesperson for, or spokespeople, I should say, for Georgia agriculture.